In high stress jobs, triggers are everywhere. But what if you could turn them into opportunities for growth and resilience? Discover how to thrive under pressure in this video. But first of all, who am I? My name is Wesley, and my mission is to help young men, especially young entrepreneurs, with their porn addiction. These are my type of videos, and if that interests you, make sure you subscribe. Also, ever felt like you had no energy to do anything? You have no concentration, you can't focus on a single task. You have no motivation. You don't want to start things up and you prefer to stay alone and do your things your way. If that sounds like you, you might want to check out the first link down in the description. This could really help you. Make sure to do it fast because places are limited. Now let's dive into the video. Visualize this right now. You finished work, driving in the car to go straight at your house. You open the door to your house, go into your room, open the PS4, open the TV, take your controller in your hand and start up your favorite game. You play for a couple of hours, right? You went to your home at 4 p.m. and it's now 11 p.m. So you played 7 hours straight of video games. Now at 11 p.m. you lost 7 times in a row. It's really a bad streak. So you're kind of in a bad mood right now. And you have these urges inside of your mind right now that you want to go and fap. You didn't fap today. So all of the day you kind of restrain those urges. But now it's 11 p.m. It's late at night. You're feeling kind of bored because you just lost a lot. And you say to yourself inside of your brain, hey, I will just go and fap real quick and come back and play, and now I will start winning because I will feel more energized and I will feel more focused. So what happened? You take your phone, you go straight out of your room into the bathroom, and now that you have your full setup to go and fap, you load up your video and you fap. You just came straight back into your room, nobody saw you, incognito, everything's alright. And you continue playing video games. You play until 2 a.m. now. And at 2 a.m., you're kind of feeling fatigued, kind of feeling tired. You close your PS4, go into your bed, and start to open your phone and watch Instagram, social media, and videos on YouTube. You do this for maybe 30 minutes. Then you're having these urges again. It's only been 3 hours since you just fapped, but you're having these urges again because it's late at night. This was my case. So what are you doing? It's 2 a.m. Everyone in your family is asleep. You're the only one who is still like awake in your house. So you go to the bathroom and you fap a second time, right before going to bed. Now you come back to your room and you're feeling so like you have no energy at all, right? You're feeling so tired right now. So you go and sleep. And this was a real process for me. This happened every day. And I found out that the trigger to my urge was really the fact that when I was coming back from work, I was kind of tired and I wanted to have something else on my mind. So I was playing video games, and by playing video games a lot, when I lost a lot of times in a row, I was kind of feeling bored of playing video games. So I wanted to go and fap to kind of change my mind and change my thoughts. And also I always had a really high libido. So I felt like fapping was resolving these urges to want to go and fuck a woman. So I was fapping a lot. And this was a real problem. First of all, fapping is a big problem. Playing video games can also be an addiction. And doing things right before bed was my trigger. The late at night trigger. And this is how I recognize my personal trigger. It was the late at night, the video games, and the fact that I was working right before. And it was a tiresome job. I was really tired when I went out from the job. And this is how you can identify your trigger. What happened every time right before you go and fap? Maybe every time that you go on Instagram, you saw soft porn, girls dancing on a song, and this makes you urges to want to go and fap. Maybe every time you go on Reddit, you saw pictures, and then you scroll and scroll and scroll, and by scrolling a lot, oh, oops, you just saw a picture of a naked woman, and now you have these urges and you want to go and fap. There are so many triggers that can happen, and everyone is different. But by knowing and identifying your trigger, this is the first step towards resolving your porn addiction. Then, when you finally identified your trigger, you can go on to the next step, which is to create a safe work environment. This safe work environment is an environment where your trigger is not there. Because if you go and fap, a lot of the time it's because of your trigger. There's a lot of other things, but triggers really don't help. So if you found out that, for example, at 8 p.m. every day you want to go and just look at Reddit, and by looking at Reddit, you know that in this channel, for example, there are always non-safe work content, and this makes you want to go and fap. Well, at the next day, at this time, don't go on Reddit, go and do something else. And by doing this a lot, either you will find that you have another trigger, and by eliminating trigger, now we can work on your mind, which is the really important part of quitting an addiction. Or you may be special and this was really the only trigger that was making you fap, and now that we eliminate this trigger, you no longer want to go and fap. This is really a special, rare case, but it can happen. And this is how you create a safe work environment. Next, you have to develop healthy coping mechanism. For my part, I was going at gym, right? I never went to gym before that moment. But that moment was when I tried for myself to finally quit this porn addiction. I started going to gym because I was hearing all these thoughts on YouTube. I was searching a lot of ways to quit finally porn. And some people said this too, developing healthy coping mechanism. And they were talking about going to gym, doing meditation, reading, going outside to walk, the type of things that you eat, and the type of things that you see, and everything, right? They never talked about your mind and your desire, but they always talked about physical thing and action step that you could do. So I tried maybe all of them. I don't know, there's always new techniques and new strategy, but I really tried a lot. And gym, I always thought to myself, if I go to the gym, this will be really hard, and this will maybe make me want to go and fap. Like when I was losing 7 games in a row and I felt like, oh, I have to change my mind. I felt like going to the gym would make me want to change my mind and go and fap when I went straight back at my house. So I wasn't wanting to really try, but I was kind of determined in this journey to finally quit my addiction. So I tried anyway. And I was kind of a lot fatter than right now. I was not a lot, but I was a little bit bigger than right now, because now I'm kind of really more healthy than at this time. And I was younger also. So at this time, I finally tried. I went above of what I was thinking. I went to the gym, even though I didn't really had a workout to do. I tried going to the gym. And by going to the gym, I was going 4 times a week. I did this for 2 months, and I really felt a difference. This really helped me get finally free from porn. I took these 2 hours that I was going every day, the 4 days of the week. I took it from the time that I was putting in my PS4, in my video games. So instead of playing video games, which is a bad habit, I was going to the gym, which is a good habit. And this really helped me make the transition, because now I was spending my energy doing something really great for me and accomplishing big things. Because when you're kind of laying down on the bench press and you have like 180. I'm just saying things, okay? All right, I'm not lifting 180, so 380. But let's say, for example, you have this 180, and you're on the bench press, right? So it's 380 that you're lifting right now. And you kind of push it to the limit, and you finally successfully push it enough so that you have 1 reps. This is really like gratifying. You feel that you are this powerful, and it's so much of an accomplishment feeling that it makes you want to go to the gym again. But if you never went to the gym, you don't have this feeling. So as an advice, I would say to you, go and try this. Just go to the gym for like a month and try this on your side, and tell me how you felt about this, because me, it really helped me on my journey to finally quit porn. Seeking professional help will really help you also. Going alone in a journey to quit porn is really hard, and sometimes don't even know where to look and what is the good strategy, and you have all of these overwhelming information going by your side. When you seek professional help, you seek for someone that already went through the journey that you went, and a lot of times he or she has the information that you're missing. You may be asking yourself all these questions, and you have to go on YouTube and search for the answer, or go on Google, and sometimes the answer that is given is not even like a good answer and doesn't even help you. So you have to spend sometimes 30 minutes to 1 hour just to find the answer to your question. You have to watch a full video, 20 minutes of someone talking, just to answer one question that you had. But when you're seeking for professional help, this question, for example, in my program, you just have to text me, right? You text me and I will be answering you within like 10 minutes, and you have the answer to your question. And the answer is going to be the good answer. And it will really help you going through the journey, because I probably already asked myself this question, or someone else already asked me this question. So I'm able to really give you a personalized answer that will really help you through your journey, for example. And finally, the self-care strategies is really important. The importance of self-care. As I said, for myself, the late night trigger was really big. Every day at late at night, I will have these urges, and because of all my triggers, I would go and fap. In order for me to finally break these triggers, I changed a lot of things, and first of all, I started by implementing a night routine. At the same time every day, 9 p.m., I was going to go and meditate. I was meditating for 20 minutes. Then, right after meditation, I was going on my bed, opening my book and reading for another 20 minutes. After reading for 20 minutes, closed my book, went out of my bed, reached out for my toothbrush, and I was brushing my teeth for like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And I was going and talk to my parents at the same time, so maybe more like 10, 15, and sometimes 20 minutes. This was my night routine. Right before all that, I was going in my journal and writing about the things that happened today, and marking the cases of things that I did. For example, routine or meditation. Oh, I did my meditation, check mark. Oh, I read today, I read the 20 minutes, check mark. And I was doing this, and by doing this every day and writing about my journey, writing about things, how I felt today, how hard was it to quit porn and things today, this was the big game changer for me when I finally quit porn. And imagine yourself right now at my place doing all these things. It will not work the first day that you try, but by implementing everything that I say, or simply just clicking the link in the description so that I can help you on one-on-one, this will really make the difference in you finally getting free. I don't know for you, but for me, I would really appreciate if I found someone that was this dedicated to help others quit porn. Even though I made all the research, I never found someone that was offering help like this. So I'm kind of offering the help that I wanted to receive. And that's why I'm promoting this much, is that I really want you to finally get free, because I now have all the benefits. I see all the potential that I have right now, and that was all broke, that was all hidden because of porn addiction. And it's sad to know that because you're kind of on this addiction, you can't see the feeling and how you will feel when you're finally free from this. You kind of have to experience it at first to now trust me when I say all the benefits. So by quitting, you will see all the benefits, but the hard part is to trust me that by quitting you will have all these benefits, because you never experience it because you're now addicted. But I guarantee you that once you're free, it's really another life. You feel like you're living something else. Anyway, that was really it for this video. I really hope that this really helped you. And on that, take care of yourself.